Good morning and welcome to the show, and thanks for waking up with us. And we're waking up this morning here at Superior Residences. You notice the way I looked over your shoulder of Panama City Beach, and I'm here with my friend Lori Becerra, who's going to show us around a little bit. But what are Superior Residences?
We are a new resort-style senior living coming to Panama City Beach early next year.
So it's basically what we would call an assisted living facility,
Yes,
right?
assisted living and memory care, but one
Memory
of the
care. And
yes.
This is for Alzheimer's type folks?
Yes.
Yeah.
Our company really specializes in the Alzheimer's and dementia care. So we wanted to make sure a portion of our community was dedicated to those with Alzheimer's and dementia and being able to provide them that kind of care in a home-like environment.
What makes this this different than, say, a nursing home? I know you said a home-like environment, but what makes an assisted living different? And what makes this one different than maybe some of the others that might be in the area?
For our assisted living here, we're not doing just a standard licensure. We'll also hold the others, a total of 3 licensures, limited nursing services as well as extended congregate care, which means that gives us the ability, when someone lives here, they wouldn't have to move away. They can age in place right there in their apartment, in their home, and with their families around and with
So you have that full spectrum of services here.
Yes.
So not only is it going to be a pleasant place to be, maybe even a fun place to be,
Yes.
but you'll have all that health assistance that you'll need, all that nursing care and everything that you would otherwise have to go to a specialized place for. Everything under one roof.
Right.
That's what I'm hearing.
We will be the only one here locally even that has a nurse that's in the building all the time.
And as a society, Lori, we're all getting older.
Yes.
And we all think about life insurance like, oh, we're all going to die. But we don't think of the time before that we're all going to get old.
Right.
And I have friends that say, oh, live while you can live, and you could be dead tomorrow.
Yeah.
You could live another 30 years.
Right.
And what then?
No. Well, it's about living the moment, love the moment is our tagline for the company. And we truly believe in taking that moment, you've got to live for it and love it. So with us and wanting it to be a resort style, we can provide the care if needed. But for those that are independent or to have that active, healthy senior lifestyle, we'll have all the amenities you could want in one roof.
and I know we talked a little bit before the show about, you can have a theater in there, you can have a lounge, you can have activities, you can have fountains, all kinds of visual stuff.
Would you like to go see it?
Well, maybe you can show me around a little bit. We got to run off to the local weather, but after the local weather, maybe we can pop up over there on a construction site and you can give me a kind of a bird's eye view of what all it's going to look like.
I would love to. Thank you.
All right, and we'll be right back after your local weather, brought to you by the West Pittman Law Firm. westpittmanlawfirm.com. Welcome back to the show. I'm here with Lori Becerra, and we're on the inside now of Superior Residences, and that's why we're wearing these hats, because it is a construction site. Lori, thanks for getting us behind the scenes here.
I'm glad to have you here. Thank you for coming out.
I mean, it's like a little beehive of activity.
Yes.
There's trucks going around outside. There's workmen working all over the place. We finally found a quiet spot.
Right.
And this is going to be one of your typical rooms, or what type of room is this going to be?
This is a typical one-bedroom senior living apartment here. We call it the Coastal.
The Coastal.
Yes, it's the Coastal.
Not to be confused with the Postal room, which is a whole different tune. That's a different home somewhere else. That's a different residence.
Right.
No, I'm only kidding. The Coastal room, like coastal living. So it's going to
Yes.
be kind of a casual environment, right?
Right. Everything is going to be themed and designed around a coastal look and a coastal feel. I mean, we're only blocks from the Gulf.
Yeah.
This is a typical apartment with a kitchenette and entryway as you come through. We've got the living room is where we're standing right now.
Right in the middle of the living room.
Yes.
Okay.
And then in the other room is their private bedroom as well as bathroom, closet, and
now, what are some of the amenities that they'll have in the room? I mean, it's going to be carpet, I suppose,
Yes,
right?
yes.
And these walls will be nicely covered.
Right.
And I think we may have some samples
Yes,
we
we
can examine.
do, yeah.
And yes, thank you. Disembodied hand. You know something from off camera. We've got, I guess this is a backsplash, right?
yes, as you walk in, this area here behind us, we'll have these hardwood floors, and the kitchen cabinets and the cabinetry for the area is this maple color with granite countertops. This is the backsplash, and this is where it's more like a hotel kitchenette. You have a microwave, a refrigerator, a sink. They don't need like a full kitchen because we do all the preparation of the meals here on site.
Right.
So then as you walk on in.
This is very popular now
Yes.
too, that glass backsplash. I see a lot of that.
And a lot of people really like this because you got a mixture of the glass and the stone in it. And we went with neutral colors for the apartments because everybody brings their own furnishings to decorate. So this has been something that's been popular to make sure that their furnishings will be able to match it as well. We've got a nice soft tan, wall
Very
color
neutral,
and trim. There will be crown molding throughout this entire room.
Very nice.
Not in just, the common areas, as well as, our paints here. This is the bathroom tile. We went with a more upgraded feature for the carpet. So I think, we're wanting to make it very upscale, very
nice. So
nice.
it's going to be like, for an assisted living facility, it's going to be like a cool little condo.
Yes.
Sort of with a beachy theme, right?
Yes, it is. It's going to have a beachy theme. It's resort styled. It's meant to have all the services and amenities, of home or going to a resort, as well as.
I'm listening to trucks outside. We really are on a construction site right now. But anyway.
Yes. And it's
I
warmer
think I heard
here too.
what you said. Yeah.
Yes. But yes, it's supposed to feel like home, but you want it to feel like a nice condo, like a nice resort feeling, like you've gone to a hotel and you have those services and you get to stay.
Yeah, and you would actually live here. And the good thing about living here, you're not on your own.
Right. You have the staff. We will staff 24/7 with nurses, as well as caregivers and health aides and just other staff that will be here in the building for that security and for whatever needs that may arise.
And there's going to be a whole bunch of other things going on in this building as well, right?
Yes, there will.
So you got all different facilities here.
Yes.
And what are some of those things that we might be able to see?
We'll have a movie theater. We have the Grand Heron Lounge for our daily happy hours. We'll have an arts and crafts workshop, a library and computer center. We want to really have the amenities and the services to keep a busy, active senior lifestyle.
Yeah, and even if your health is compromised or you're not 100% anymore, you can still have a very active lifestyle in a place like this.
Right.
Maybe we can go take a look at some of that stuff.
I would love to show you.
Well, let's go take a walk.
Let's go.
We'll be right back.
Hi, this is David Lovett, and this is your Mad Hatter Minute. Changing your engine oil is one of the single most important vehicle maintenance acts you can perform on your car. Gasoline, transmission fluid, water, coolant, brake fluid, all are very important fluids that must be changed, but none of them have such a negative impact if it's not performed regularly than your engine oil. When your engine doesn't receive the proper amount of oil that it should, or if the oil that it's receiving is dirty and contaminated, it begins to shut down. Eventually, your engine will seize. It'll stop running. And then you're looking at a very, very expensive auto repair. So how often should you replace your engine oil? Well, most experts agree that between 3,000 and 5,000 miles is the optimal amount of time to replace your engine oil. If you really want to know, turn to your operator's guide that's usually located in your glove compartment. Probably the most least read book in the world. Open it up, go to the back, and see what type of intervals and what type of oil that your manufacturer recommends for changing. Changing engine oil is a very simple process, and a lot of people change their own oil. If you're one of these do-it-yourselfers, take some very basic advice. Change the engine oil filter. The engine oil filter captures all the soot, all the grime, all the contaminants out of the old oil. You drain the old oil out, you put new oil back in, you're putting it on right on top of that dirty, nasty filter. All that sludge and all that grime is going to circulate right back out of the filter and right back into your motor. I'm David Lovett, and this has been your Mad Hatter Minute.
Hey folks, this is Joshua Brown with Mad Hatter on 23rd Street. Is your check engine light on? If it is, text MADHAT28, that's MADHAT28, to 24247 and we'll check it for free.
So Lori, where are you taking me now? What is this room?
The Grand Heron Lounge.
The Grand Heron Lounge. I'm not going to ask you how they named it or why they named it. But suffice it to say, it sounds like a really cool place to hang out because it sounds like one of these beach clubs or something that you'd find here on Panama City Beach.
Yes.
So what's going to go on here in this lounge? I see there's an elevator shaft there.
The elevator is here so that it comes directly up from the kitchen to bring any food and drinks and, you know, hors d'oeuvres for meetings. This is going to be where we hold a daily happy hour.
Okay.
So, you know, our
When you say
residents
happy hour, it's not necessarily booze happy hour.
Well, we'll have beer and wine.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so we'll have beer and wine and sparkling juices and, you know, cheese trays and everything as well. But it's not to give up your independence or the choices as a senior when you move out of your home. You can move here and still be able to enjoy a happy hour and have those sort of social activities.
So seniors can just, you know, it's just an elevator right away or walk down the hall and you're here at happy hour where you can kind of socialize with your friends and, you know, and hang out.
It's going to be a beautiful room. I mean, it's going to be wood beam, squared ceiling. There's going to be a bar over here to the left that's got kind of a blue rustic feel to it. A pretty backsplash. What I really love about the room is all the windows we have. It'll be able to show our courtyards. We have a beautifully landscaped courtyard, as well as a putting green for the golfers. You'll be able to see that.
And of course, it's in the construction stage right now, so it's not real visual now, but I definitely can't wait to come back when it's done.
Yes.
And maybe do some before and after shots and see, like,
we would love to have you do it.
This is
Yes, we would love to have you come back. That'd
so
be
there'll
great.
be beautiful views, there'll be great food in here. Everybody will be able to get to it, and it'll be nothing but fun for these folks who live there.
We're thinking, you know, there's golfers that enjoy watching the PGA, or they want to watch the World Series game. We'll have TVs around the room to where we can do it and host an event around it, as well as for ice cream socials or birthday parties. So it can be a blend of things.
Grand Heron room, I gotta love
The
it.
Grand Heron Lounge would be the place to be.
So you got some other cool stuff too. I hear that you've got a movie theater here. You told me about that. Let's go take a look at that.
Okay, sounds good.
Lead the way.
All right.
Okay, here we are standing in this big empty room under construction, and this is going to be the theater?
Yes, it is.
Wow.
We are going to have an 80-inch flat screen TV. That's a smart TV, so that we can wire through Netflix to show the old movies, as well as bring up new films as well.
80-inch TV.
Yes.
Boy, I'd love
That'll
to
be
have one
on
in my house.
Me
My wife
too.
would kill me. But,
I don't think I have a room big enough for it.
but this is going to be an awesome media room.
Thank you. We want to make it feel like a movie theater. So we're going to have the big chairs that'll be lined up, as well as a bench. The wall behind us here will have a black and white wall mural of all the old movie stars.
Oh, how cool.
We want to make it just feel like going to the movies. Over here to the left is where our popcorn machine will be.
Okay. What's the movies without a popcorn machine, really?
You gotta have the popcorn, and we've always got our chef in our kitchen available for drinks and other snacks if we want.
This is going to be such cool living. I mean, it really is. It sounds like a resort almost. You know, you've got that Grand Heron Lounge upstairs, you've got a movie theater down here, and a whole bunch of other things that, you know, too much to list. Now, what are some of the titles you think they're going to be showing here? Will it be the latest stuff, or will it be special requests? I mean, what are you going to watch in here?
Well, I mean, we'll be able to show anything from documentaries to the old movies like Casablanca, you know, to The 7-Year Itch, to the newest films too. Some of them may want to watch, you know, a Mission Impossible or a Die Hard, or bring up something that's new and coming out from the theaters.
That's some of my favorites, it sounds like.
We'll have to invite you over for a movie.
Well, I'm down with that. I'm down. Only if I can bring my 80-year-old parents with me.
That would be
Because
perfect.
I got to tell you, they would love a place like this. You know?
Well, the one thing you could tell them is that it's like going on a cruise ship on land.
That's a good way to look at it, because on cruise ships they have all kinds of activities. They got all kinds of places to go. The food just keeps on coming.
Right.
And this sounds like one of those places.
It's what we want it to be. So.
Super cruise. Well, we got to run off, and let's go take a look outside now. See what's going on out there.
Thank you.
Lori, thanks so much for taking me on that little tour here. I mean, this looks like an awesome place, Superior Residences. And what stage of construction are we at here now?
Right now, they're finishing up the stucco on the south wing over here, so we're really excited. It's coming on around. We'll be paving in mid-October, so it's going to start taking shape with our beautiful landscapings. And the ponds that you see over here are going to have water fountains in them with the lights, so we'll have a little light show.
So there'll be some real visual stuff for the residents to look at.
Yes. And to be visually appealing for this entrance to the neighborhood.
Yes, yes, and it'll make a lot of sense for people too. You know, when you drive right up, it really looks like a hotel almost.
And then
Yeah.
we've got a connection to the back of a hotel, so families coming from out of town can
Oh, isn't that
stay
something?
nearby.
That's right. You've got a hotel right next door. So if you have visitors from out of town, boom, you're right there. So this is going to be a beautiful thing. Now I can't wait to come back and see the finished product.
We can't wait to have you back again.
Okay, and when do you
thank
expect
so
all
much.
of this to be completed? When's it going to be done?
The end of November, first week of December, we
it's coming
plan
up
to be
quick.
done.
Yeah.
So we're down to those last several weeks of, you know, those detail things. A lot of stuff have to happen. It's
Well,
gonna be
thank you so
beautiful.
much for letting us get this behind the scenes look, and
thank
and
you.
we'll come back.
All right,
And we're
I
going
look
to take a
forward
look
to
at it. And we'll be right back. Well, it's Friday, so you know what that means. I've got Carol Cat Turner here to tell us about what's going on around town here with that great new app called Live 850. What? Hold it. You're not Cat. You're some Fraulein who just walked in.
Some Fraulein who just walked in. Well, Don, you do know what today is, don't you?
What is it?
4 p.m. Tapping of the kegs, opening of Oktoberfest.
Akde Liebe. So tell me about Oktoberfest besides the great outfits and the funny hats and the beer. This is coffee, by the way, because it is still a morning show.
Well, the beer is a part of it. They're going to have $20 tickets for each day, and that will get you into the beer garden, and it also gets you a German meal.
The beer garden.
The beer garden, yes, lots and lots and lots of samples of delicious
I'm still in the
beers.
coffee garden here. It's still early. I'm still waking up. That's the name of the show, Waking Up with Don. Yeah.
Well,
Anyway.
there's much to do that involves nothing to do with beer. There's a lot of great stuff going on at Oktoberfest. There are great bands. There are activities for children. There's going to be a light show that's put on by the city co-op down there. And that's all on Friday. And then on Saturday, in conjunction with Oktoberfest and all the polka bands and all the fun, there's going to be a free concert in McKenzie Park. And that's going to be United Way. And they're going to have their expo, lots of family friendly stuff, lots of fun for grown-ups. The merchants are all psyched. Everybody's having fun. You'll come in your German wear.
Let's
get dressed
break out my
up.
German
Let's
wear.
do this.
I don't own any German wear. I'll have to borrow a hat. That's all I got.
That looks fabulous on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You should wear it. We're
might wear this all the
trendsetters.
time.
Yeah, we're starting our Oktoberfest in September. And
Septemberfest. Why not?
Yeah, well, no, we're trendsetters here in Panama City, in historic downtown Panama City. We got other stuff going on. Also in downtown, we got
Wait, can I still wear the hat to the other stuff?
You know you can.
I guess
you
I could.
absolutely anything goes.
All right.
Oktoberfest weekend.
Okay, let's
We
talk
have
about the
some
other
fun.
stuff then. We
All
can
right.
talk now.
Our very, very last backstage pass featuring all of our friends from Ghetto Palace.
Oh, yeah, the Ghetto Palace, if you don't know, is that cool little venue that Crook Stewart and his wife have out there that local musicians come to and play and be heard. You can listen to stuff and
Once a month
Yeah,
at
yeah,
Ghetto Palace.
yeah.
And this is going to feature some of the young folks and some of the more experienced veterans, and they've really worked together to give you a sense. If you never get to go to Ghetto Palace because it's on a Tuesday night, y'all come to Backstage Pass, and then you will be at Ghetto Palace. What else we got going on? Gulf Coast State College. Their theater is opening up. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead.
I like it. I could definitely wear a hat like this to a show like that.
Absolutely,
Okay.
yeah. In
Yeah.
theater, anything goes.
Yeah.
What else have we got? Freeport. Last week they had that big festival. They've got another one, a live and local festival. That's going to be at the Cypress Cattle and Produce.
Right.
And it's $5 armbands. They say that you can BYOB, but remember your manners. And it's fall festival time. Everybody's got events. We want to make sure that everybody gets your events listed on Live 850. All your haunted house. Now's the time to update your events so people can find you. There's a button at the bottom that says Contact Us. So upload the app for free. You can find it on iTunes or Google Play, and upload your community event. into Live 850.
I know, and the only requisite is you have to be in the 850 area code.
That's it. That's all that. It's
which is
free.
a pretty big swath of territory. You know, when you look at it, it is Northwest Florida. It is the resource to find out what's going on, how to spend your weekends.
Yeah.
I don't know how we survived without it.
Without
before.
the smartphones. Yeah.
You know, one of the big complaints that I had always heard was that, oh, we didn't find out about the event until it was over with. You've got this thing
It's
now to
all
do
right
that.
there at your fingertips. You can click on the details buttons. It'll give you everything that you need to know. So
Well, the big thing is Oktoberfest, and when is that again?
right now, well, it's not really right now. It starts at 4, so we'll be
Okay.
going 4 to 10, 4
right.
to 10. But come on down. We still, you know, we can use you. Come on down.
All right, well, I'm going to have to let that be the last word, and Auf Wiedersehen, and have a good evening.